up, people? Welcome back to the best news series on YouTube. It's this week's Roundup, week number 15, I think it is. Let's do it. Sorry if the lighting's a bit bad at the first half of the video. I realised I never had my lighting on. Would you? I'm not recording it all again. And starting off this week, there's been various wildfires ripping through the UK this week, in England, Scotland and Northern Ireland, with the most recent being in Northern Ireland with a front of around 2 miles. It was ripping through forests which were quite close to properties. It was declared a major incident, but thankfully at 2:53 AM this morning, Sunday, the fire was extinguished and the major incident was dropped. And on Saturday, helicopters were deployed to battle Scotland's 4th wildfire this week. The latest one was reported at 11:50 on Friday in the Galloway area, and emergency services did say they expected the blaze to reach the Loch Doon area at Ayrshire by around midnight last night. They've advised anybody planning on visiting the area to avoid it completely, and anybody that was camping there to leave immediately. There's already been 286 wildfires recorded this year, and if we compare that to the same time as in 2022, there were 100 wildfires up. This has been due to rising temperatures, but 2022 was a record-breaking year as well for temperatures at this time of year. These wildfires are said to be the result of above-average temperatures for this time of year, and the above-average temperatures are set to last into next week. But to be honest, if we're just going to have little wildfires which aren't going to kill or injure anybody, and we get decent weather out of it, then you know what, I'm happy with the wildfires. Moving on this week, and there was some goodbyes in football this week, with Kevin De Bruyne announcing he was going to be leaving Manchester City at the end of the season, and Thomas Müller announcing he was going to be leaving Bayern Munich. World Cup and 2 times treble winner Thomas Müller announced this week he will be leaving Bayern Munich at the end of the season after an incredible 25 years at the club. And this comes after Kevin De Bruyne, who's won 6 Premier League titles and 1 Champions League with Manchester City, announced that he will also be leaving it in the summer after 10 years with the club. A man has caused uproar this week, leaving the residents of Sobrante, I think that's how you pronounce it, in California furious. So Steve Johnston had some landscaping work done in his front yard, as you can see. Can you see this? So yeah, the 10-foot concrete symbol, also known as a swastika, embedded in Steve's front garden, has rightly caused a bit of controversy this week. But Steve has came out and defended his symbol in his garden, saying that he doesn't hate anybody, he's a Christian man, and the symbol is not a symbol of hate. I would have to disagree with you there, Steve. He says it's a cool design and he has no intentions of removing it, and even admitting he has introduced the symbol into his home, such as having it tiled in his shower and on handrails. You honestly could not make this up. And a bird hunt was underway this week after a hawk has been terrorising residents of Hertfordshire for a good few weeks now. The hawk has attacked around 50 people, stealing hats and drawing blood from people's heads. This is a great story. The hawk is believed to have escaped captivity, but the nearby Whipsnade Zoo said that it's not theirs, and Royal Mail have even came out and said that some of their postal deliveries will be delayed due to the hawk's attacks. But sadly for anybody out with the village, the fun of watching this story and the bird attacking people came to an end this week after it was captured in a man's garden. Steve Harris managed to humanely capture the hawk in his back garden with the assistance of a falconer. He made the decision to catch the bird after it chased him all the way home during his morning run and landed on his shed where they were able to capture it. We had the Japanese Grand Prix this week where we've seen Max Verstappen put out an incredible qualifying lap to secure pole position ahead of the 2 McLarens. It was a slow burning race with very little overtakes, but after a near collision exiting the pits with Lando Norris, Max Verstappen managed to hold on to that pole position and take home his first win of the season. That was followed by Lando Norris in 2nd place and Oscar Piastri picking up that last podium position. And Yuki Tsunoda also finished in 12th at his first race with Red Bull. But the practice sessions this week I've just realised that my lighting's not on. There we go, the lighting's on now. Great. And the practice sessions had their fair share of red flags, with several grass fires starting due to the dry grass and the sparks coming off the car. And we also seen Jack Doohan's quite scary 185-mile-an-hour crash into the tyre barriers. Thankfully though, he walked away from that unscathed. And some more F1 news this week. Sergio Perez revealed that he's been approached by a few teams to make his return to F1 next season. The Mexican was dropped at the end of last season by Red Bull, but could he be making a return? But he said he would only make the decision to step back into the F1 grid if the team's project made sense and, he would enjoy it. And Donald Trump told members of the cabinet that Elon Musk would be stepping back from government duties and emerging back into the private sector in the next few months. That was the story we got at the start of the week, but since then Elon Musk has came out and said this is complete nonsense and fake news. We know they like the little fake news over there. The news comes after a senior White House official apparently said to NBC News that during a meeting in March, Donald Trump spoke about Elon Musk leaving his role in government and merging back into the private sector. Whether it's true, whether it's not, I don't know, but apparently it's not. But yeah, that is all for this week. Here is my clip of the week.
Zach Smith! Oh my god, how do you know my name?
It's called Zach Smith.
Is it Yeah, I said is that Sniff, not
Oh, I thought you said, is that Zach Smith?
Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful week next week, and I'll see you again next Sunday at 5 PM. There we go. This has got a new time for next week. Goodbye.
I like it when we know. I like it when we know.